Hey guys, hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So today in this video I'm going to talk about PhD admission notification which has been announced by IISER Pune. So in case if you are willing to take PhD admission within this particular time, it's a good opportunity. IISER is one of the best institutes in India to do research and basically in the field of chemistry. IISER Pune is one of the institute which is very renowned. So keeping all these things in mind, we will talk about everything in this video, like what are the eligibility, how you can apply, where and in which fields there are seats in IISER. So everything we are going to talk about in detail in this video. So stay tuned and watch the video till end. Also, if you are new to this channel, please do consider subscribing the channel. Before starting, I would like to thank Pooja for providing all this information. Thank you, Pooja. A big shout out to you. And now, without wasting any time, let's continue with our video. Alright, so this is the official website of IISER Pune. You can just come to this admission portal over here and you can just come little down to this PhD program. Now once you click over here, you will be taken to the PhD program page. Now here all the general information is given, application process and all the things are given in like in a general way over here, right? So we don't have to go for it. One more thing which is mentioned over here is about PMRF fellowship. This institute is a PMRF granting institute. It's one of the institute which provides PMRF fellowship. In case if you are not aware about that what PMRF fellowship is, it's a huge fellowship of 70,000, which is right now highest which you can get in India during your PhD tenure or during your research time. So everything about this PMRF I have already explained in a separate video. I'll give you link of that in the I button. You can click and watch that video in case if you have not watched it. Okay, coming back to the admission process. Since this channel is resonating with the chemistry people, so I'll talk about chemistry only. Although there are admission for the batch of 2022 January batch, okay, and it has been initiated by the following departments: biology, chemistry, data science, earth and climate science. For physics has not yet started over here, and for humanities and mathematics will not be conducted in the month for the January 2022 batch. But yeah, let's come back to it. So anyone who belongs to biology, who belongs to data science, they can click here to read about their eligibility and other things. Since I'll be talking about chemistry, so I'll click on this chemistry and I'll be taken to this page. Okay, I'll give you link for this page directly because this is where you have all the information. So I'll give you link of this page in the description of this video. Okay, so admission for PhD in chemistry for January 2022 batch. Department of IISER Pune, they have basically given post in all these labs. See, for the inorganic chemistry, these are the topics: inorganic and material chemistry, energy harvesting, redox chemistry and synthesis of porphyronoids, then organometallic chemistry, metal organic framework, MOFs, transition metal based homogeneous catalysis, etc. Thin film of metal organic. So all these are the topic of research which are being in which this year they are going to take seats or students, and these are the professors under whom this year seats are there. Coming to the organic, same goes for organic synthesis and chemical biology, biofunctional molecular design, peptides and application, chemical probing of biological processes in which lipid signaling and metabolism will be taught. Basically the research will be done. Carbohydrates and glycomics, protein engineering, chemical biology and microbes. So these are the topics from the organic chemistry, and these are the professors under which seats are there in the organic chemistry. Then comes your physical chemistry. In physical chemistry, NMR spectroscopy, understanding of protein RNA interaction, gas phase laser spectroscopy, terahertz spectroscopy, electrochemical energy storage, fuel cell batteries, biophysics, protein folding, functional nanomaterials, protein biophysics. These are the topics from the physics background, and these are the labs in which the seats are there for physics. Physical chemistry students. Okay, not physics, physical chemistry. Coming to this theoretical and computational physical chemistry, so computer simulation of battery electrodes and polymer electrolyte membrane, fuel cell chemical physics, which is analytical theory, polymer physics, which is simulation, computational material science, etc. Under these two labs, there are seats. Okay, so these are the seats which are available, and these are the topics under which they are going to take new students, new researchers to do research. Okay, admission process is very simple. It's like for the admission of PhD program, interested candidate with good academic track record satisfying the below eligibility criteria has to apply. That's it. What is the eligibility criteria? Now let's come to this part. Okay, in the eligibility criteria, there are three eligibility criteria. The first eligibility criteria has two parts. Okay, means both the things you have to satisfy. The first thing is that minimum of 60% marks in aggregate. Aggregate means overall. It is mentioned also that overall percentage, not only in the measuring subject, or an equivalent CGPA on 10-point scale. 55% of or an equivalent CGPA in the aggregate for SC, ST and especially abled candidates. Okay, so for general candidates and for OBC candidates, it's 60% marks, and for SC, ST candidates and especially abled candidates, it's 55% marks. In masters, in any branch of science, okay, they are asking for any branch of science. Basically, since you are doing in chemistry, so obviously they will ask for chemistry people. But in case if you have done masters in physics but want to switch in chemistry, that is also possible in ISERS. Okay, that is like that particular thing is allowed in ISERS. Okay, okay, so any of these topics, like any of these subjects, if you have done masters, and candidates with integrated BSMS degree in BE, BTech, B Pharma, ME, MTech, M Pharma degree satisfying the above criteria of marks can also apply. Okay, so it's pretty simple. The second and the must have condition is that in addition to the above criteria, the candidate must have qualified any one of the following exam. So it's not only that your master's marks is going to matter, you also have to qualify some national level exams. What are those exams? It's NET exam, National Eligibility Test, which is valid for CSIR JRF or UGC JRF. Means you should have JRF. That's what they means. Okay, it's not just NET. See, it's written National Eligibility Test NET with valid CSIR JRF slash UGC JRF, and they have marked also over here. We will read about this, that what it actually means. Second thing is Inspire PhD fellowship. So either you are a like Inspire fellow. Inspire fellow are those who get Inspire fellowship from the government since their class 12th onwards, or those also are considered as Inspire fellow. So those who are gold medalist in their masters, they can also be considered as Inspire fellow, provided that they have applied for it, right? Okay, I'll talk about that in a separate video, but yeah, they should be in a position of Inspire fellowship provisional selection letter at the time of interview. So they should have provisional selection letter in the Inspire fellowship at the time of interview. That is required. Okay, the next thing is CSIR, UGC, NET, LS or GATE. Okay, so here in the third one, it's like LS or GATE is also like applicable. Any of these three you can have either your JRF, your Inspire fellow, or you can be either GATE qualified or NET qualified. Now you see here that applicants with valid UGC, CSIR, JRF, NET, LS and GATE will be further screened based on their rank score for their eligibility set by the institute or the department category committee. So that is very important, that it's not like if you have just applied you will be selected. Based upon your rank in GATE or based upon your rank in NET, you will be scrutinized again. Okay, for all the national eligibility examination which provide the common rank score, the cutoff rank score or shortlisting of the interviews for the reserved category shall be lowered to 1.25 times of the general category rank. So this is the reservation process which they are going to apply. So those who belong to the reserved category, their marks will be 1.25 times lowered than the others. Okay, that will be the cutoff for them. Okay, now that's the first eligibility criteria, either like MSc passed out plus any of these national level exam pass out. The second possibility or the second way how you can take admission is if you are a ISER BSMS student, okay, belonging to any of the ISER and has a dual degree with a CGPA of 8 or more, so greater than or 8. So if you have a BSMS degree, that means you have done BSc, MSc, that's what ISERs name it, BSMS degree, and if you have done that with more than 8 CGPA, then also you are eligible for this. In that case, you don't have to qualify any of these national level exams because you are a ISER product, so you are welcome in the ISER Pune, right? So this is what they have. Now remember that above score, rank, fellowship must be valid at least till February 2022. So whatever you are applying for, for example, if you are CSIR JRF and you are applying for that, so the validity of CSIR JRF should be till 2022. That means those who have qualified CSIR JRF in 2019, considering 3 years for their validation of their score, they would be valid for it, right? And same goes for GATE also. You can check out in your JRF letter, or you can check out in your GATE scorecard that up till what time it is valid. If it is valid till February 2022, then yes, you can apply for it. Okay. Now, the selection process is based upon application form received and the above listed criteria. Applicants will be further shortlisted for the interview based upon the additional criteria set by the department, and all the candidate selected for the interview will receive a separate email to appear in the interview. Shortlisted candidate will be selected for admission to the PhD program to rigorous evaluation process that includes an interview by the selection committee. The mere application shortlisting does not guarantee admission into the PhD program. So it's very clear that once you apply for it, you will be shortlisted based upon your rank, based upon your score, and depending upon what the committee has decided over there, or what the department has decided, and based upon that they will scrutinize you. They will make a shortlisted candidate list who will be called for interview. Then the interview performance will be the final evaluation to be get admission in your PhD in IISER Pune. So that is how IISERs take admission. It's a little tough process, but yes, to maintain the quality of research, they have to do it. Okay, you can click on this link to go to the application form, and yeah, the last date of application is till October 15, 2021. So make sure, if you are planning to take admission in PhD in IISER Pune, October 15th is the last date. So make sure that you apply before that, and tentative date of interview will be up till 15th of November. Link for online application, it says it will be available soon, but actually it is available. You can click over here, and here you will be taken to another page where you can actually fill and you can log in over here. Okay, so sometimes it might ask you that the website is security risk or something, because it's the website of IISER Pune. So sometimes it happens when you go from one of the domain to the other, because I am using my university website, so it might happen that it shows like this. It might not show for you also, but yes, if it happens, then you should go for accept the risk and continue, and yes, you will be taken to this page. Okay, so here you can log in, basically your email ID and password. You can go for new registration, and you can register over here, and you can start filling the form. So this is basically the whole process of admission in your IISER Pune. I have like tried to inform you as early as possible, and if in case if you found this video useful, just please do share with all of your friends, share it in your groups, and that's it from my side, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, have a great day. Bye bye. Take care.
So I teach for CSI UGC NET category on Unacademy platform. Over there, I take free classes as well as paid classes. You can reach out to my profile using the link given in the description of the video. You will find various free courses. Also, there are some paid courses. The paid courses are highly organized. They are regular and they are on the daily basis. So in case if you are interested and you want to join my paid classes, for that you have to take Unacademy Plus subscription. You can do that by using my referral code, that is n_huda. That's my referral code. If you use that referral code, you will get 10% discount on the subscription. Also, you'll get access to join my WhatsApp group along with other plus. So do check out my profile and access all the free classes. Take the benefit of them. So that's it from me.